Hello. Oh, oh my goodness. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Level Up Your Decks. I hope, let me know if the video is jumpy. It looks jumpy on my end, but who knows what that means? You know, who can really tell, to be entirely honest. But yeah, welcome. If this is your first time joining us today, take this at your own pace. I give a lot of variation. I can give you alignment, but you know your body the best, so listen to your body. Don't do anything that hurts. That's important. We want to protect bodies. Yoga can be great for you, can also hurt you, just like anything that you do with your body. So be conscious of that. Yeah, all you really need is yourself. You don't have to have a yoga mat. Yoga mats can help. I also have yoga blocks, which you don't have to have. You might want a blanket or something to be some cushion for your knees or things like that. Trying to think of anything else. I don't think so. So let's get going. Today we're going to do a moon salutation, but we're going to work towards that. So we're going to do the poses to get to that. Unless anybody has any requests, I will take requests for classes, so you can always let me know. But yeah, other than that, I think we should get started. Unless anyone has any questions, make sure I can hear the music. Make sure you guys can hear it. Okay. Nothing yet. We wait. All right. 1 second. Sorry, guys. So you don't hear. That is weird. I hear nothing. Hello, music. That's because it's not playing. Weird. 1 second. 1 second. Sorry, folks. Let's try this again. Hello, can close out of view. Whoops. Weird. Okay, sorry guys. Oh, nice. You already got a little yoga. Sorry, apparently my computer and my video camera hate me. They hate me. All right. Let's see if this will make the music work. Apparently not. Okay, camera's back. I don't even know if you guys lost it. I lost it on my end. This is very strange. Okay. Well, we will get going and I will see if I can get this. I have no idea why the music's not working, you guys. This is very strange. Very strange indeed. Let me try a different playlist. Nope, it's just my player. Huh. Okay. Well, maybe we'll try it a different way. All right. Let me move this down here so you guys can hear me, and we'll go ahead and start anyway. So, just find a comfortable position. You can start seated. You could start on your back. Whichever you would like will work. And go ahead. We could do it to the wild cards theme. I think you're right. Go ahead and close your eyes and just turn your attention to the breath. And let's find some deep breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Letting the exhales be audible sighs. can continue with those. I'm going to find us some music real quick. Now let's switch the breath to in and out through the nose. Letting both the inhale and the exhale be about the same length. Oh, thank you. I can't even see what that is. Oh, thank you for the host. Perfect. Kazuma. Thank you so much. Welcome, guys. We are just beginning with the breath. We're breathing in and out through the nose as I am finding music. Let's turn our attention to the body and just scan through it. Move from the head to the toes. Go one part at a time just to see how you're feeling physically today. And notice the parts of the body that are comfortable and the parts that are uncomfortable. And if you find a part of the body that you want to go gentle on today or be easy with, just make a note of that part of the body. Let it guide you today. Modify for it as you need today. All right. Let's see if I've found some. This is not easy to do. Sorry, guys. Getting there, getting there, getting there. This can't be right. Okay, this says it's royalty free, so we will see what this is. One moment. Okay. So we're breathing. Let's go ahead and inhale, arms up here. Come to seated if you're on your back. Exhale, hands to the heart. And just find a few deep breaths here. Oh, multiple adds. We're still breathing in and out through the nose. Okay, here we go. Let me know if it's too loud at any point. Next inhale, let's sweep just one arm up. We'll stretch through the side of the body. Exhale that arm down, inhale the other. And just continuing with the breath, side to side. Let's do one more on both sides. And let's come back to center. From here, let's roll one shoulder back. Oh, I realize I can't see you guys. Continue to roll that shoulder back. There we go. Now I can see you guys. Let's release this shoulder, switch to the other, same thing. let's release that shoulder. And then from here, let's swing the feet around. Let's come to all fours. And this is where you can add some cushion if you want. I have this little meditation pad type thing you can use, but you could use a blanket, you can use anything. But make sure joints are stacked, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll flow through cat-cow, starting with cat on the exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, cow, curving through the spine. And just going with the breath. Find one more through both. And then let's come back to a neutral spine. And let's switch to lateral flexion. So on an exhale, we're looking back towards our feet. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. And just continuing with the breath. Find one more on both sides. And then after the last one, let's come back to child's pose. So sit back on your heels, forehead to the mat. And you can take a moment rocking side to side, massaging the hips if you like. Now I need a Kleenex. Itchy nose. So next inhale, let's go ahead and lift to down dog. So we're going to curl toes under, lift the tailbone to the highest point, and let's alternate. Heel press here, so we're pressing down on one heel, bending the other knee, switching back and forth, and just go with the breath. And make sure fingers are spread wide, pressing out into the fingertips here. And then on our next inhale, let's sweep the right leg straight up and back. And we're going to flow through core plank. So for that, on an exhale, we're drawing this right knee towards the chest, shifting shoulders forward over the wrists. Inhale, kick back, three-legged down dog. Again, exhale forward. And we'll just find a few of these. Good, let's meet in the next core plank. And we're going to lift a little higher and make room to step through or help the leg through to a lunge. We're going to make this a kneeling lunge. You can drop the back knee down. Feel free to add cushion underneath it if you need to. And then hands can either be on the mat or on something else. I have blocks. I'm going to use these blocks. You certainly do not have to have them. Make sure the front knee stacks on top of the front ankle in the lunge. And we're going to move through this lunge. So I'm going to inhale and just take hips back, straightening out the front leg a bit, and exhale forward. And just with the breath, at your own pace. Always at your own pace. Thank you. Thank you for that. I can't see what it is here because my activity feed isn't updating. It's being a big jerk. I'll check in just a moment. Oh. Thank you, Bondo. Thank you very much. That means I'm pretty sure that we have hit cosplay yoga stream. I mean, I can't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Let's find one more here. Okay, leaning back at our lunge. Let's step back to down dog. Go ahead and alternate heel press a couple of times. So for anybody who doesn't know what that is, I'm going to teach a yoga practice as a character. I have a few that you can pick from, and I'll probably do a poll so you guys can choose. Good, let's switch sides for our core planks. We're going to sweep the left leg straight up and back. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the chest, shift shoulders forward over the wrists. Inhale, kick back. Good, just going with the breath. I'll go a few times. Good, let's meet in our next core plank. We'll lift a little higher. We'll step through to that lunge. Good, go ahead and drop the back knee down. Again, feel free to add cushion. Make sure the front knee stacks on top of the front ankle for the lunge, and we'll move through it on this side. Inhale as you go back. Exhale forward. Just go with the breath. I hope you guys are excited for crossplay yoga. I'm pretty excited. I have no idea what it's going to look like. I mean, I have an idea in my head. But, I mean, like, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. Good, let's find one more. We'll move back our lunge. This time, we're going to step forward to forward fold. And then on an inhale, we'll reverse swan dive. So we're bending knees, hinge from the hips, spine is straight as arms come all the way up. Now let's flow through chair just a few times. So sit back, weight into heels and hips, arms sweep forward. We'll inhale back out. And just continuing with the breath. All right, let's do one more. And then we're going to switch to a sun salutation. So meeting here at this inhale with arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Bend knees, come all the way down to forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway to monkey. So hands on the mat or the shins, torso just coming about halfway up. And then exhale, we'll step back to child's pose. Or if you know the full version and want to do it now, you can. We'll inhale forward to kneeling plank. Shoulders stack over wrists, hips back, knees. Shift the body weight forward a bit more. Exhale, bend elbows to kneeling crocodile. Then release hips and belly to the mat. Just use the core to lift the shoulders into low cobra. Hands mostly rest. Exhale, lead with the hips. Keep the back flat as we come back to child's pose. And then we'll step to the tops of our mats into forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. And exhale, chair. Good, we'll inhale back up. Let's just do one more. We'll exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, I'm going to do the full version, so you can do down dog for the full version, or go back to child's pose for half. Your choice. We'll inhale to full or kneeling plank. For full, shift forward onto the toes. Exhale, full kneeling crocodile. And then inhale, pull the belly button through, flip over the feet. For up dog or low cobra. Exhale, back to down dog or child's pose. And then you can hop, step, or walk to the top of the mat, forward fold. And on the inhale, we'll reverse swan dive. We'll exhale, chair. Good, let's inhale back up. Exhale, mountain, hands by your sides. From here, step back with the right foot, turn hips open to the long edge of the mat. We're gonna find a moonflower. So turn toes and knees out, find a pretty wide base. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we'll come to a squat, drawing elbows in towards the spine and ribs. We'll inhale back up. And just continuing with the breath. Let's do one more. And then from here, we're going to come down to a sun pose. So arms come down to shoulder height, palms face the sky. Knees are on a squat, so knees are bent a bit. Hold here. Or if you're protecting shoulders, you can hold cactus arms, hands on hips or at the heart. Those are always options for arms. Hello, welcome to anyone who's just joining us. We've just finished the warm-up, so go easy. if you are joining us now. Good, so from here we're going to turn to the right foot. So you can release the arms to start, but we're going to turn towards the right foot and find warrior one. So the back foot, you're probably going to have to step it in a little bit. It's at about a 45-degree angle. So not fully turned out, not fully turned in. There's a bit of a twist in the hip, so we're turning the left hip in towards the front of the mat. Right knee is bent. Let's just bring both arms up. Actually, start by bringing them out. Reach out through the fingertips, start to rotate palms towards the sky, and then bring arms up while you continue to reach. Good, and we'll hold here. I'll turn this way so you can see the front version of it. I'm not sure if you can quite see my feet here. Let's see, my back toes turned out just a little bit, but the hips are still turning in. Good, and we're pressing down into both feet. Finding those deep breaths. The next exhale, let's release the arms. From here, we're going to step all the way to the top of the mat to mountain. I'll turn this way so you can see this. And let's bring the left hand to the left thigh. We're going to bring the right arm to the sky. Right wrist is going to stack over the shoulder. And we're just looking for lateral flexion. So we're going to peel the body away from this right arm, running the left hand down the leg. Or you can place it on the hip if you want. Press into the right foot. Send the breath into the ribs here on the right side. You can turn your gaze up towards that right arm. Or just find a comfortable position for the neck. But let the neck follow the spine. There's a bit of a curve here. And just focus on those deep breaths. Again, if you're protecting the shoulder, you can always just bring this hand down to your waist, ribs, and back. Let's find one more deep breath. And the exhale, let's release. Good. From here, let's step back with that left foot. And what we're going to find is pyramid. So this left foot, the toes are completely forward, and the foot is completely flat. Front leg is straight without rocking the knee. And then from here, we'll hinge from the hips so the spine stays straight. We're looking for a stretch in this front hamstring in pyramid. So hands can be up on the thigh, it can be on the shin, it can be on blocks or something, a chair in front of you. They can be to the mat. I'm going to grab blocks because that's how this feels best for me. But then once you're here, you want to make sure the hips are at the same height. So try to keep this left hip from turning open. A lot of that is about that back foot. Oh, thank you. My activity feed is still not telling me anything. I will check over here. Keep holding. Oh, awesome, Chimington. Yes, you can definitely do yoga at a different time on the VODs. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. I know it can be hard to do it at this particular time. I'm going to scoot back because the next pose, let's find one more deep breath. The next pose, we're going to bend this right knee, walk hands to the mat if they're anywhere else, and then we're going to walk forward to three-point balance. So for three-point balance, we're picking up this back leg. Left foot is flexed, reaching from the top of the head through that back heel. Wrists are under shoulders, right ankle under right hip. This knee can be bent as much as you need it to be. All right, so we're going to hold here. I'm going to turn this way so you can kind of see different perspectives of it. I'm not sure if you can see where my hips are, but this hip isn't open. The hips are square to the mat. Let's find one more deep breath. On the exhale, let's walk hands back and let's find a lunge. And from this lunge, let's step back to down dog. And let's just hold this pose for a few deep breaths. Breathing into the legs. Maybe one leg feels like more stretched out now. And let's move through a vinyasa. We'll just do the one. You can move with me or you can hold down dog to work on strength. You can flow through cat-cow if you want or hold child's pose for a moment. But this is just the middle part of the sun salutation. Inhaling forward to full or kneeling plank. Shift forward, exhale, forward kneeling crocodile. Shift forward, inhaling up dog or low cobra. And exhale back to down dog or child's pose. Good, then once here we're going to inhale forward and hold plank full or kneeling, so knees on or off the mat, your choice. But for both variations, make sure the spine stays nice and straight. Top of the head is the highest point of this nice long line. Good. Next exhale, let's come all the way back to down dog. And then from here, sweep the right leg straight up and back. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, and we'll step all the way through to the lunge. And let's make this lunge, let's make this a warrior two. So we'll readjust the back foot so it's about parallel to the short edge of the mat. Right knee is bent. On an inhale, we're going to pinwheel up. So left arm will go first, and then the right. This is warrior two. Good. And again, if getting into these poses any of the ways I'm showing you doesn't feel good, it's okay. Just get into the pose, however feels best. Just listen to the body. All right, so feet are in line. Front knee is bent. Arms are out at shoulder height. This time, palms face the mat. And we're gazing over the right fingertips, so over that front knee. You can still hold cactus arms, hands on hips, or at the heart instead. But just breathe deep. Always breathe. Breathing will make this easier. Holding your breath will make it harder. Good. From here, we're going to switch to triangle. So release the arms. Straighten out this right leg without locking the knee. Let the hips go back a little bit. Turn this left hip in as much as feels comfortable. Hinge. Find your right hand anywhere in this right leg except for the knee. And then sweep the left hand to the sky. And we'll hold here. This hand could also be on the hip if you want. We'll hold here for a few deep breaths. We're looking for the stretch in this inner right hip, thigh, hamstring area. Press into that left foot. Good. Next exhale, let's bend the right knee. We'll come back to warrior two. And then let's turn back to center. So turn the left toes out, turn the right knees in, the right knee and toes in a little bit. But without holding a pose here, we're going to move on to warrior one on the other side. So the left knee is now the forward knee or the opposite knee. So readjust the hips to face the left. This back toe is going to turn in, so it's at about a 45-degree angle. Left knee, left toe is pointed the same direction you are. Right hip is twisting inward. Bring your arms out in front of you. Reach out with your fingertips. Start to rotate palms towards the sky. And then bring arms out to either side of the ears. Hold here. Press down into both feet. You can also hold cactus arms, hands on hips, or at the heart instead. I always feel this in my calf, my back calf. There's a lot happening there. So let's find one more deep breath. On the exhale to release the arms, we're going to step forward to mountain. And I'll turn this way again so you can see this. So we're going to find a lateral flexion. Right hand to the right thigh. Inhale the left arm up. Left wrist stacks over the shoulder. And we'll peel the body away from this left arm. Right hand goes down the leg or goes to the hip. Press into the left foot. Breathe into that left side. Find two more deep breaths. On the second exhale, go ahead and release. And then from here, we're going to step back with the right foot for pyramid. So again, the back, right foot, toes are pointed completely forward, back foot is flat. Front leg is straight without locking the knee. Hinge from the hips. Find where the hamstring stretches. So if it's up here with hands on the thigh, stay there. If not, hands can be on the shin. Blocks, or I've got my couch over here that'll work, or hands can be on the mat. I'm going to grab my blocks, so that's easier on my back. But make sure the spine is nice and straight, reaching through the top of the head, and try and keep the hips the same height. So just hold here. Breathe into that hamstring. It's getting toasty in here. I don't know about you guys. Toasty for me. So all of these poses we're doing are working towards our moon salutation. This is a bit more of an intense practice today, a bit more challenging, some of these poses. Good, next exhale, bend this left knee, walk hands down to the mat if they're anywhere else, or to blocks if you have them. And we're going to switch to 3-point balance. So we'll walk hands forward, picking up the back right leg, so the right foot is flexed. Left ankle is under left hip, wrists are under shoulders. You can also have your hand on the chairs, or something like that. No one's talking to you, Cortana. Cortana, go away. Stop. Nope, don't search for things.
Sure thing. Starting.
Nope. No, don't start anything, Cortana. Okay, next exhale. Let's bend the left knee. Let's walk back to the lunge. Let's continue to down dog. Hold here for a few deep breaths while I close Cortana. There we go. And let's move through another vinyasa. So again, you could also hold a pose if you prefer. Move through cat-cow. I'm going to move through the kneeling version this time. So full or kneeling, child pose, or down dog. We'll inhale to full or kneeling plank. Shift forward, exhale, full or kneeling crocodile. Shift forward, for up dog at least. Inhale, low cobra or up dog. And exhale, come back to down dog or child's pose. Good. If you're in child's pose though, let's meet in down dog. And from here, we'll inhale the left leg straight up and back. And we'll exhale the knee towards the chest and step back to our lunge. And then from here, we're going to find warrior two. So readjust the back foot so it's about parallel to the short edge of the mat. Feet are in line. Left knee is bent. On an inhale, bring the right arm up first and then the left into warrior two. Good. We'll take a moment here. You can always readjust once you're in the pose. Arms could be cactus arms, hands on hips or at the heart. Good. Find the variation that feels best for you. Yeah, I know, computer overlords. I didn't want to say her name, she'll pop up again. It's a dangerous world we live in. Dangerous world. Good, let's find one more deep breath here. And let's switch to triangles. We're going to straighten out the left leg without locking a knee. Let the hips go back. Turn this right hip in as much as feels comfortable. Hinge, left hand goes anywhere to this left leg except for the knee, and the right hand goes to the sky or hip. We're looking for the stretch in that left leg, pressing into the back right foot. This is one of my favorite poses too. Feels good. A little intense sometimes, but feels good. Let's find one more deep breath. On the exhale, let's bend the left knee. Let's come back to warrior two. Turn both toes out. Come back to our squat here in the middle. And let's find chest expansion. So take hands behind you, clasp the hands, hold an imaginary beach ball, or hold something between them. Whatever feels best. I'll turn this way so you can see it. And then we're reaching the fingertips or knuckles either down towards the mat or out towards the wall or whatever's behind you. Holding here for a few deep breaths. Let's find one more deep breath. Exhale to release our chest expansion. From here, we're going to step back to the top of the mat, to mountain. Let's inhale both arms up. Let's exhale, swan dive all the way down. And let's step back to down dog. Taking a few more deep breaths here. Good, we're going to move through a vinyasa, but this time we're going to go slower. So we're going to inhale forward to plank. We're going to hold it full or kneeling, your choice, either one. One is not better than the other, they're just options. Good, then we're going to shift forward and hold crocodile for 2 breaths. full or kneeling. 1, 2. Good. Inhale. Pull the belly button through. Flip over the feet. For up dog or low cobra. Cobra bellies on the mat. Either option will hold here for 3 deep breaths. If you're an up dog, you're lifting the whole body off the mat. Pressing into the hands and feet. Good. Next exhale, come back to down dog. Take a moment, let the back release. All right, on our next inhale, we're going to sweep the left leg straight up and back. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, lift, step through to the lunge. So from here, we're going to move into balancing half moon. So this is probably one of the more complicated poses we've done yet, just because it requires balance. I'm going to use blocks. Again, you don't have to have them. You could use a chair or something else. So we're going to start with 3-point balance. We did this earlier. So walking forward, wrists under shoulders, left ankle over left hip. I'm going to scoot back a little bit. Oh, you guys can see. For balancing half moon, we're going to bring the right hand to the right hip and turn the torso open to the right, taking the right hand to the sky. Good. Left knee is bent a little bit to make sure it doesn't lock. And then really reach from the top of the head through this right heel. This right hand could also be on the hip. Good. You could also stay in 3-point balance. This pose is part of our moon salutation. So let's find one more deep breath. Exhale, turn back to face the mat. Step back to the lunge. Come back to down dog. We're just going to switch sides on this one, so I'm actually going to turn the other direction so you aren't looking at my back. Okay, next inhale, sweep the right leg straight up and back. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest. Step through, find the lunge. Good, we're going to switch to 3-point balance. So again, you don't have to have blocks. I just use them for myself, but hands on the mat. Good, we're going to step forward into 3-point balance here. And then when you're ready, bring the left hand to the left hip. Turn hips open to the left to balancing half moon. And my right hand is a little bit outside the line of my right foot, so they're not quite in line. So it gives you a wider base. Good, find those deep breaths. Let's find one more. On the exhale, come back down to 3-point balance. Then the right knee will walk hands back to the lunge. Continue to down dog. Take a moment here. Good, from here, let's walk back to the top of the mat. Bend the knees, inhale, reverse swan dive, come up. Exhale, mountain. Good, we're gonna try the moon salutation now. So this is kind of fun. Don't feel like it needs to be perfect. So let's step back to the left foot. We're turning, or with either foot, we're turning hips back open to the long edge of the mat. So we have a nice wide base. We're gonna go slow. So we're gonna start by going, we'll go to the right first. So you start here. We start in this squat. And we're going to inhale to warrior one, turning towards the right. It really doesn't matter which way you go, just one way or another. So inhale, feet don't have to be perfect. Warrior one. On an exhale, we're going to come down to pyramid. Again, feet aren't going to be perfect here. So we're straightening out the right leg. We're coming down to the mat. Here's one of the tricky parts. From here, we're going to switch to our balancing half moon. So you're bending this right knee, stepping forward with this right hand, and then you can open the left arm and hip to the sky a little bit. And then this is also the tricky point. We're going to press off with this right hand and come back to our squat. Good, so that's a moon salutation. We're going to do it on the other side. Again, don't feel like it needs to be perfect. This is just something we're doing for fun. You can always play with it. So let's switch sides. So again, inhale as we come over to warrior one, arms come up. Exhale as you come down to pyramid, so front leg is straight without locking the knee. Inhale as you press forward and open to balancing half moon. See if I can do this. My hand on the couch over here. And then we'll press off with this left hand and come back to our squat. Good. Let's do one more on both sides. Again, take your time. I'll go with the breath a little bit more this time, but don't feel like you have to go that speed. So we'll inhale, going to the right leg or the first leg. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, straighten out the front leg, come down to pyramid. Inhale, bend this knee, step forward and open the torso. Here, I'll use my TV. Open the torso to balancing half moon. Bend the right knee. We'll come back to our moonflower, really. Switch sides. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, pyramid. Bend the knee, come forward, inhale, balancing half moon, bend the knee, press off, exhale, moonflower. Good. I hope you guys liked that. I really like doing those. We'll stop there for today. So let's come back to mountain on the top of the mat. And let's hold a standing spinal twist. So bring weight and balance to one foot or the other. Doesn't really matter which one. We're going to lift the other knee up so it's in line with the hip socket. Foot is flexed. You can also place this foot on something, could be on a chair. Find a nice long spine. When you're ready, belly's going to go first towards the lifted leg. Head goes last. Both hands can go to this right thigh. You can open the right arm out behind you if you want. I'll turn this way so you can see it on this side. Good. Press down into the left foot. Reach through the top of the head. Find deep breaths. Next exhale, let's turn back to center, release the legs, shake them out if you like. Switch sides, weight and balance to the right foot, I'll turn this way. Draw the left knee up so the knee is in line with the hip, foot is flexed. Long spine, again, belly's going forward or first towards this front leg, so turning that direction. Belly first, head last. Both hands to the left thigh or open the left arm out behind you. Turn this way. However feels comfortable today. Focus on the breath. This is the side for me that is harder to balance on. So I use a wall sometimes. Let's find one more deep breath. Exhale, come back to center, release the legs, shake them out if you would like. And then from here, let's go ahead and inhale both arms up. Exhale, swan dive, come down, forward fold. Ooh. Take a moment, you can shake, you can nod the head, you can cross the arms, you can wrap them around the legs. And then from here, let's come back to all fours. And let's hold a cow pose. So find wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And when you're ready, we'll find cow. On an inhale, start with the tailbone, work up the spine so head is last. And we'll hold this back bend. Find one more deep breath. On the exhale, let's release this back down. Let's come back to child's pose. So sit back on heels, forehead to the mat. Take a moment here. You can rock side to side if you want, or you can just hold the pose. And on our next inhale, let's come forward to all fours. And let's sink hips to one side, swing the feet around, placing them flat on the mat. And from here, let's go ahead and move to our backs. So place both hands behind one leg. Use that leverage. Come all the way back to knees to chest. Hands are behind the knee joint on the thigh. Take a moment if you want to rock side to side and massage the back a bit. And then from here, let's drop the right foot to the mat. We're going to take the left leg to the sky and find a hamstring stretch. So you can hold on to this leg anywhere except for the knee. Thigh, calf, or yoga toe hold. First two fingers hook around the big toe. Thumb caps off the top of the toe for that. But for all variations, focus on flexing the foot and pressing through the heel. You can draw the leg towards the chest for the stretch, but just don't feel like you need to force it. Right knee can be bent or the leg can be extended. Your choice. But just breathe into the stretch in the hamstring. This is probably one of my favorite hamstring stretches. It feels like the most relaxing to me. Looks like I'm scaring you guys away with the moon salutation today. It can be scary, but I like it. Let's find one more deep breath. On the exhale, let's go ahead and release this leg, and let's switch. We'll draw the right leg up. Same thing on the other side. Hold on anywhere except the knee. Focus on flexing the foot, pressing through the heel. Just breathe into the stretch. This music is interesting. Let's find one more deep breath. On the exhale, let's drop this right foot back to the mat. Then let's actually bring both legs back up, so legs up the wall. So ankles stack over hips. Holding here for just a few deep breaths. And then we're going to switch to a straddle, flexing the feet, letting legs fall open. You can use hands to help support the legs, but we're essentially letting gravity find this stretch. Whew. This one is always kind of intense. You can hold on however feels best for you. I can almost reach my toes, but I can't. Good. Next inhale, let's bring the legs back together. Let's drop the right foot to the mat. We're going to cross the left ankle over the right thigh so we can find a pigeon stretch. So you can stay here. We're looking for the stretch in the left outer hip and glute, or you can draw the right knee in towards the chest and clasp hands behind that right thigh. Just keep this left foot flexed. Keep this left knee as open as feels comfortable. And breathe into the stretch. Find one more deep breath. And we're going to switch this to a twist. So drop the right foot if it's lifted, but keep legs crossed. Take arms to a T, and then let both legs fall to the right into a twist, and you can turn your gaze to the left. And just releasing into the pose as much as you can here. Find one more deep breath. On the exhale, come back to center, and let's switch for pigeon. So draw the right leg up, cross the right ankle over the left thigh, foot is flexed, again stay here, or draw the left knee in towards the chest, holding here. Good, breathing deep. Right into that stretch. Oh, this is the tight side for me. Next exhale, let's release the left foot if it's lifted. Keep legs crossed, take arms to a T. Let both legs fall to the left. You can turn your gaze to the right. Just releasing here. And then next exhale, let's come back to center. I want to switch to final relaxation. See if I can find better music for that. But you can take final relaxation here in Shavasana, laying flat in essentially, it's called corpse pose. So arms by your side, palms facing the sky, little space between the feet. Or you could take this pose seated or really any position that feels comfortable. Just turn attention back to the breath. And just find your focus on your senses, noticing what you hear, noticing what you feel. We're not trying to close anything off. We're trying to be present. There we go. And just noticing how the body feels. Maybe a part of the body is a bit uncomfortable. Or notice parts of the body that lift off the mat. Parts that press into the mat. And with each exhale, let the body release a bit more. Noticing the breath. Noticing how the body fills on the inhales. And how it all relaxes, releases on the exhales. If the mind wanders at one point, as soon as you catch it, bring it back to your surroundings, to the senses. So let's start to wiggle fingers and toes. And add wrists and ankles, rotating them around. And stretch arms over the head. If you're laying on your back, you can also reach out through the feet. Let's add the face, open the eyes wide and the mouth, stick out the tongue, take a deep exhale. And then if you're laying on your back, go ahead and roll onto one side and come up to seated. Once here, let's find one more deep breath. Sweep arms up as you inhale. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Just taking a moment to check back in after the practice. Thank you all for joining me today and sharing your practice. Namaste. Thank you guys. See if I can close this. Oh, I can without losing the music.